That down? Let's get things started with this, shall we? Severance, the season 2 finale, is tonight. And I'm going to tell you, I thought, what episode are we going on? 9?
Yes.
Right. So I think 9. So the last one was 8.
Yeah.
I wasn't a huge fan of episode 6 and 7.
Oh.
I really wasn't. But the last episode 8, I thought was really, really good. And it set it up where finally Mark comes through the door and you know he's about to get some answers.
Right.
And now we're leading into the finale tonight. So as much as I did not really like episode 6 or 7, I think other than episode 6 and 7, I thought the season's been great. I particularly last week like Mr. Milichik's conversation with the big, huge boss guy. And I forget the terminology he used. Eat or devour festulence or something like that.
Festulence or
devour festulence. In other words, eat shit. It was such a great scene. I mean, I know he's a dirtbag, but I am really liking the Mr. Milichik character a lot. Anyway,
Mr. Milkshake.
Time for us to have our final predictions.
All right.
But what's going on at the end of season 2? Now, remember, we are getting season 3. It's coming out next year.
Oh, what a surprise.
Yeah, they're already shooting it, apparently. So this is not going to be the grand finale tonight, but I do expect some answers. Because, listen, last season's season finale, one of the best season-ending cliffhangers I'd ever seen. She's alive! Boom, screen goes black. It's like, what? It was so good. So what I think we're going to get here is a little bit of, they're going to round out what we've already found out. Cusack, what's her name?
Joan.
Is that who stars in it? No. Who plays she was the floor boss?
Right. With the white Arquette.
Oh my gosh.
Arquette. Yeah.
I was going to say
sorry.
Cusack.
I was thinking of the
did
wrong
I miss
siblings.
the second season something?
I was thinking of the wrong siblings.
1 second. Correction here. It's episode 10 is the finale. We've had 9 episodes.
9 was 8.
So you didn't like
7 or 8.
Yeah,
I wasn't a big fan of 7.
I just wanted
Thank
to
you
correct
for the
that.
clarification.
Because right in the middle of the season, it kind of dropped off a bit. Yeah.
Yeah. So Arquette, I meant.
Yeah.
I was getting the
I
wrong
was going to say,
siblings.
because I haven't seen the middle half of season 2.
But the whole notion that she is the one who created Severance, and that's all good. But now I think we're finally going to find out what is Cold Harbor. I think we're not going to get the resolution of everything. I don't think we're going to find out anything more about the John Turturro romance relationship. I think that's done for the season. I could be wrong, but I think they'll come back to that maybe next year. But I think the main thing is she's going to reveal to Mark what is Cold Harbor and why he seems to be the only person who can do it. And that still leaves a load of stuff to be done for season 3. What I don't want, and I'll just look, what I don't want them to do is to give us a similar ending that we had to season 1, because we're now 2 seasons in. We need to have some tangible answers, right? Not all of them, not even the biggest ones, but we need to get some tangible answers about, because we're now 2 years into the story. We need to feel like we're coming along with it. So I think they need to give some key stuff. And I think if they give us the stuff that I just mentioned, then I think it'll be really satisfying and still have a lot open. Now, what's the name of the one staff member? Not Mark, not Irv, the other guy. The one whose wife is cheating on him with himself. Yeah, what's the character's name? I keep forgetting all the characters' names. Anyway,
Dylan.
I think we're also Dylan.
Zach Cherry.
Is it Dylan G? Cherry. Anyway,
right.
Dylan. I think Dylan is going to have. I think he will obviously come back. I think he's going to play a part. I think we're going to see a big reckoning between him and his wife, all that kind of stuff. But again, the big thing for me is I think we're finally getting an explanation about what Cold Harbor is. My wife stays up every night in bed for at least an hour just scrolling Severance theories. And she's been like theorizing all this kind of stuff. We're going to see what comes about. Anyway, Jonathan, you've been keeping up with the show.
Yeah.
What are you expecting to see in the finale?
I still kind of maintain. So I feel like I don't know how much we can give away from the last episode, but just the way it ended with Mark, I feel like we're going to see his Audi get into the severed floor.
Right.
Because I really think you need someone that's pulled aside from being severed.
You think they're going to complete the reintegration where he's going to merge both?
I think ultimately the idea of reintegration is that you're going to become conscious of your memories from both your severed life and your past.
Yeah, that's what.
So
I don't think one takes over the other. I think it's going to be a merger of the two.
You'll be fully conscious as if all of your dreams are like, oh, this is now reality, and I get it now. I know what I've been doing in here. So that gives them the ultimate power.
Now, Rob, it's hard for you to give any kind of theories as to what happened in the finale. You're still a few episodes behind.
Yeah,
But
I've only watched, I think, three.
Okay.
episodes of this
So what
season.
have you been thinking of the season so far?
Well, I like this entire the whole show. I mean, it was one of those things where, I came to, it's kind of like Game of Thrones. I had seen the pilot, but I didn't watch the rest of it, and then I came to it after the first season.
Right.
So after Severance season 1 was totally over, was the first time I actually watched it. And it was, first of all, it was way different than I thought it was going to be. Like, I don't know why I thought it was going to be more funny. Like more
I did too. I kind of, because look who stars in it. So I
Right.
kind of thought, oh, this is good.
Yeah,
And it does have humor.
But it has such a dystopian, it has everything that I love. The sci-fi bent to it, and then they've built this mythology up, like what's going on. So it's really intriguing. And the only reason that I haven't got to it is because I've been trying to finish this project, and I've been keeping up with other things, and I want to just binge the whole thing in one day. So that's what I'm gonna do.
That
And
might be a little tough to do it in one day. But
I don't know. When I get stuck on a show, I binge the whole thing.
Guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of today's episode, BetterHelp. Listen, guys, if you've been listening to me for any amount of time, that I really believe that we need to start prioritizing our mental health. I often compare it to this. When we go to the gym to get ourselves more physically healthy, we see that as a positive step. We need to start looking at our mental health the same way and prioritizing our mental health. And that's where BetterHelp comes through. Therapy should feel accessible, not a luxury just for people who have lots of money. With online therapy, you get quality care at a price that makes sense and can help you with anything from anxiety to everyday stress. If you want to look at the numbers, traditional in-person therapy can cost anywhere from $100 to $250 per session, which adds up fast. But with BetterHelp online therapy, you can save, on average, up to 50% per session. Your mental health is worth it, and now it's within reach. With over 30,000 therapists, BetterHelp is the world's largest online therapy platform, having served over 5 million people globally. Your well-being is worth it. Visit BetterHelp.com/Campea today and get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/Campea. All right, guys, the question is for you. Tonight is the season finale of Severance. It's weird because we waited like 3 years for this new season to come, and now it's coming to an end. What are you expecting to happen in the finale? Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.